New Hello, Unit 9, Lessons 3 and 4. Sunny, bright with sunlight, clouds, a mass of smoke, dust, steam, or a mass of things suspended in the air. Rain, water that falls from the clouds in small drops. Storm, a disturbance of the atmosphere marked by wind and usually by rain. Wet, covered with water or another liquid. Keep warm, to keep your body warm. Go to the dentist, to see the dentist. Take photo, to photograph someone or something. Protect, keep safe from harm or injury. Reading. Read the postcard. Which activity are they going to do tomorrow? We have rock climbing, trekking, zip lining. Dear Grandma, we are really enjoying ourselves on holiday in South Africa. It's beautiful here and there's a lot to do. Yesterday was an adventure. We went trekking in the mountains. It was sunny when we started, but when we got to the top of the mountain, we saw dark clouds. On the way down, the rain started. Then there was a storm. The rocks were wet and Tamer fell over and hurt himself. But it's okay, his leg is better today. Tomorrow the weather is going to be better, so we are going to try zip lining. I am a bit frightened, but I am excited too. See you soon, Dalia. So, which activity are they going to do tomorrow? They are going to try zip lining. Exercise 2. Read again and choose the correct answers. Number 1. Dalia is on holiday in South Africa. Number 2. At the start of the trek, the weather was sunny. Number 3. Tamer hurt his leg. Number 4. The weather tomorrow is going to be better. Number 5. Dalia wants to go zip lining. Now, complete the table. Which letter or letters do you add to make the adjective? Use the dictionary if you need to. We have some weather words: noun, rain, sun, cloud, wind, snow, storm, and fog. Adjective: rain, rainy, sun, sunny, cloud, cloudy, wind, windy, snow, snowy, storm, stormy, fog, foggy. So you add Y and double the letter before you add Y to some words, just some words. Now, work in pairs. Describe the weather in a photo below. Don't say which one. Can your partner guess? Number 1, it's very windy and there are gray clouds. I think it's a storm. Number 2, it's very sunny and there aren't any clouds in the sky. I think it's a very hot day. Number 3, it's a bit foggy. I don't think it's very hot. Now, we have reflexive pronoun. We use reflexive pronouns when the subject and object of the sentence are the same. Reflexive pronouns: I, myself; he, himself; she, herself; it, itself; you, yourself, or yourselves. We, ourselves, they, themselves. So, complete the sentence with the reflexive pronouns from the box. Herself, himself, myself, ourselves, yourself. Number 1, we enjoyed ourselves when we went sailing. Number 2, Sammy came out of the sea and dried himself with a towel. Number 3, I made myself some salad for lunch. Number 4, Maya taught herself to speak French. Number 5, would you like to make yourself a cup of tea? Now, answer the questions using reflexive pronouns and the verbs in the box. Keep warm, go to the dentist, protect, take photo. Number 1, why did Nader put on a hat? He put on a hat to protect himself. Number 2, what did he do next? He made himself breakfast. Number 3, what did Fatma do? She took a photo of herself. Number 4, why did they sit by the fire? They sat by the fire to keep themselves warm. Now, some new words. Railway line. The metal track that trains travel on. Challenge. Something that puts you to the test. Okay, reading. Look at the picture and read the introduction to Around the World in 80 Days. Which forms of transport did people use in 1872? Cars, planes, ships, or trains? Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. In 1872, the writer Jules Verne read a newspaper article about a new railway line across India. It gave him a great idea for a book. He wrote a story about a British man called Phileas Fogg. He takes a challenge to travel around the world in just 80 days. This sounds easy today, but at that time there were no cars or planes. So, which forms of transport did people use in 1872? They used ships and trains. Now, read the end of the story and circle the correct words. When Phileas Fogg takes the ship back to London from the USA, there is a big storm at sea, and he arrives in London one day late, on 22nd December. But he made a mistake because he traveled east round the world. It is one day earlier than he thought, so he completes his challenge on time. Now, choose the correct answer. Phileas Fogg travels from the USA to the UK by ship. Number 2, the weather at sea is bad. Number 3, Phileas Fogg arrives in London one day early. Number 4, he completes his challenge on time. Now, look at Phileas Fogg's plan to answer the questions. From London to Suez, Egypt, train and ship 7 days. Suez to India, ship 13 days. India to Hong Kong, train and ship 16 days. Hong Kong to Japan, ship 6 days. Japan to the USA, ship 22 days. Across the USA, train 7 days. USA to London, ship 9 days. He will leave on 2nd October, return on 21st December. Okay, We must think about Fogg. Fogg took the challenge to travel around the world in 80 days. What does this tell you about his character? Okay, now answer the question. When is Phileas Fogg going to leave London? He's going to leave London 2nd October. Number 2, how long does it take to travel from London to Swiss? It takes 7 days. Number 3, how is he going to travel across the USA? He's going to travel by a train. Number 4, which is the longest part of the journey? The longest part of the journey is from Japan to the USA, 22 days. The last one, when is he going to return to London? He is going to return to London on 21st December.